Hello, good evening, friend. Today I'm going to explain the study, detailed explanation of the sulfur dioxide, like the preparation, physical properties, chemical properties, and all. Basically, student, sulfur dioxide is the acidic oxide, which, when dissolved in the water, it gives the sulfurous acid. So what we have to do is, student, if we will go in detail. So first of all we will study the methods of preparation, student. So let us see one by one heading. Okay, so first heading is when you are going, that is methods of preparation. Methods of preparation. So when you are going methods of preparation of the preparation of SO2, so there are n number of methods are there, but what is there in our syllabus, that is the first method is by burning of sulfur. By burning of sulfur. So first method is there, how to burning of sulfur in air. Okay, so how we get the sulfur dioxide? So they are simple, student. What is happening? Sulfur, when you are burning, this is with the in the air. So what is doing, student? This is the, it is giving SO2. Okay, so this SO2 is how many percent? If you are talking about, student, it is 6 to 8%. 6 to 8%. 8%. And remaining is sulfur trioxide, SO3. So how to write the statement, student? It is a formed together, so here note I am writing, student. You can understand with the help of note. It is formed together. It is formed together. It is formed together with SO3. With SO3. With SO3. Okay, with SO3. I know, by burning of sulfur. By burning of sulfur. So you have to keep in mind, student, burning of sulfur, that when you are sulfur is getting burned, it is not compulsory that you are going to get that is 100% SO2. You are going to get what you are going to get, that I mentioned you, student, 6 to 8% you are going to get the SO2, and remaining percentage of the gas is SO3. Now, student, what I am going to do, we are erasing this and we are going to explain some other method. And what is the other method, student? Laboratory method is also the one important method. So let us see the laboratory method. What is the laboratory method? Laboratory method, student, in the laboratory we prepared by the sulfite. Okay, so let us write this one. Laboratory method. Laboratory method. Laboratory methods. So dear student, in laboratory in laboratory, SO2 is prepared by treating what you are treating, student? Sulfite with dilute sulfuric acid. Sulfite with dilute sulfuric acid. Dilute sulfuric acid. So in laboratory, how you are preparing, student? You are treating the sulfur dioxide with dilute sulfuric acid. You are getting the sulfite. When you are having the sulfite, so suppose sulfite means what? SO3 2 minus. SO3 2 minus. If SO4 2 minus is, student, sulfate, but it is what is sulfite. Number of oxygen is less. This is sulfite. And when you are treating with the sulfuric acid, and sulfuric acid is the dibasic acid, so we are taking 2H plus, and so what it will give, student? It will give the H2O. Okay, so one oxygen will go and 2 negative 2 positive will be cancelled out, so 2 hydrogen H2 and 1 oxygen. Along with this, what it will give, student? It will give the sulfur dioxide. This is our required product. So in a laboratory, when you are treating sulfite, any sulfite, sodium sulfite, potassium sulfite, with the concentrated sulfuric acid, you will get the SO2. Now the one more method is there, student, industrial method. So in large scale industrial method, how you will be able to prepare the sulfur dioxide. So let us see, that is the industrial method, friend. So third method is, dear friend, third method is industrial method. Little slow we are going, student. Industrial method. So what is industrial method, student? When you are talking about industrial, meaning of industrial method is, that is preparation at large scale. So in industry, how to prepare? As I know, it is the byproduct of the roasting of the sulfide ore. So in industry, it is prepared as a byproduct of roasting of what, student? Roasting of, sulfide ore. Roasting of sulfide ore. This is our main. So in industrial method, what we are doing in industry, it is prepared as a byproduct of roasting of sulfide ore. Okay, this is what we are going to study. Okay, so what we are going to study there, student, sulfide ore. Suppose you are taking iron pyrite, you take, student, FeS2. Okay, this is what is iron pyrite. This is iron pyrite. So when you are taking iron pyrite, FeS2, and then what we are taking, that is oxygen, 11O2. So what we are going to do, 11O2, then what it will give, student? It will give, that is Fe2O3. Okay, so 2 mole of, it is giving Fe2O3, student. So here for balancing, you can take, here is 4, and then what is 8 mole of SO2, it will give 8 mole of SO2. So in the industry, when the iron pyrite undergo roasting means, student, you are heating the ores in the presence of excess of oxygen. Okay, so what you are getting, that is sulfur dioxide. Generally, whatever the oxides you are having, student, containing the sulfur, so you will get, that is sulfur dioxide on the roasting. So let us remove this, and one note I am giving a student, that is important note for this one, SO2. So how to store SO2, that we have to understand, student. So if you want to store SO2, friend, so firstly we have to dry it. Okay, so note here I am writing. So you have to store it, okay, in steel cylinder. So what is the condition here, student? Condition, but before that, what we have to do, student, before that, dry it. Okay, firstly what we have to do, student, firstly dry it and liquefied at high temperature, and liquefied at high pressure. So student, if you are not doing dry or not liquefying, it might get converted into the different product. That is why what we have to do, friend, the first of all we have to dry this gas, whatever the moisture are there, remove the moisture, and then what we have to do, we have to liquefy this gas. Now next method is there, next things is there in this one, sulfur dioxide. We have to study that is the physical properties. So physical properties not that much, student, 1-2 physical properties are there that you try to understand here. So we are going to study the student physical properties. Here is what physical properties. So what are physical properties, student? That can be reversed. Physical properties, student, okay, that can be that is not giving any product. Okay, no product form in the physical properties. So first one, when you are talking about the color, so this is the colorless gas. And if you talk about the smell, so this is pungent smell. Okay, pungent smell, that is not the good smell. And when you are talking about solubility, so student, highly soluble in water, highly soluble in water, highly soluble in water. So this is the three physical properties. And if you are talking about boiling point, student, it is boil at 263 Kelvin. And student, if you talk about liquefying, so liquid at what temperature, student? Liquid at room temperature. So at room temperature, SO2 is liquid, and when you are talking about boiling point, it is below 100 degree. SO2 is boiled below 100 degrees Celsius. Now let us move and go for the chemical properties, student, and try to know that is what are the chemical properties. So when you are talking about chemical properties, we will go firstly the solubility. So let us study, student, firstly the chemical properties. In chemical properties, it is having few important chemical reaction also. First one is the solubility. So what is meaning of solubility in water, student? So it is readily dissolved, solubility in water. So what it is doing, student? It is readily dissolved in water. Being a polar, it is readily dissolved in water. And what it is give? It will give the sulfurous acid. So here I am writing, student, it is readily dissolved in water. It is readily dissolved in where, student? Dissolved in water. It is readily dissolved in water, and gives what it will give, student? Gives sulfurous acid. Gives sulfurous acid. Sulfurous acid means, student, SO3, no, H2SO3. H2SO3. So if you talk about this one reaction, student, SO2 is there, and then when you are dissolving in water, so how many hydrogen? 2 hydrogen, H2, and sulfur 2 and 3, so H2SO3. This is known as, student, sulfurous acid. This is sulfurous acid. This is what? The sulfurous acid. Now we can move to some other chemical properties, student. So reaction with base, let us see that is what it will give when it will get reaction with the base. So that is, let us move for the second heading, friends. Okay, let us erase this and then try to find out the one more chemical properties. So that is reaction with NaOH. Next one is, what is reaction with NaOH? Okay, this is the second point, reaction with NaOH. So what firstly it will give, student, is readily react with the sodium hydroxide and form sodium sulfite. Okay, and after this, which again react with SO2 to give sodium hydrogen sulfide. So it readily reacts with what it will react with, student? It readily reacts with NaOH. It readily react with NaOH and form sodium sulfite and form sodium sulfite and form sodium sulfite and what is formula, student? Na2SO3, which again react with what, student? Which again react with SO2, which again react with which way, student? React with SO2 and gives sodium hydrogen sulfide and gives sodium hydrogen sulfide. What is, student? Sodium hydrogen sulfide. So student, if you talk about the reaction, you take that is 2 mole of sodium hydroxide and you treat this with the SO2. So what they are saying is, student, you are going sodium sulfite you will get. So here we can write the reaction, student, Na2SO3. Okay, and it will give water also. This is the sodium sulfite, friend. Sodium sulfite. sulfite. And when you are taking another reaction, student, another, this sodium sulfite, Na2SO3, Na2SO3, okay, react with what? It will react with SO2 plus what? It will react with, student, water. So what it will give the student compound when you are talking about? It will give 2 mole of NaHSO3. So this is what? Sodium hydrogen sulfide. This is what? Sodium hydrogen sulfide. Sodium hydrogen sulfide. This is sodium hydrogen sulfide. Okay. And one more thing, student, that is in the form of note you mention one more things. And what we have to mention in the form of notes if you talking about, student? So what is in the form of notes? What I want to give, student, that its chemical properties, reaction with NaOH, okay, reaction with NaOH and water, okay, it's similar to carbon dioxide. It's okay. Note number 2, student, note number 2, its reaction with what, student? Water. And its reaction with water and NaOH is similar to what, student? Is similar to CO2. Is similar to CO2. That you have to keep in mind. Now, student, now what we have to understand some other reaction also. Reaction with Cl2. Next heading is reaction with Cl2. Reaction with Cl2. So when you are talking about the reaction with Cl2, so what it will give, student? It will give sulfuryl chloride. So write down the reaction directly, student. SO2 plus Cl2. Okay. And you have to take the catalyst, student. Actually you are taking the charcoal, and charcoal act as a catalyst. Charcoal act as a catalyst. So that is, you can say, that is charcoal is catalyst. So it will give, that is what, student? SO2Cl2. This SO2Cl2 is known as, student, this is sulfuryl chloride. This is known as sulfuryl chloride. So this is the product. Now, student, what we have to understand, let us move some other chemical properties. Now the very few chemical properties are left. Next one is the oxidation. Okay. So what is meaning of oxidation, student? Meaning of oxidation is reaction with oxygen. Okay. Or you can say increase in the oxidation number. So how you will say that is increase in oxidation number? When the sulfur reacts with oxygen, it will give, that is sulfur dioxide react with oxygen, it will give the sulfur trioxide. So that is when you are writing here, student, this is oxidation of what, student? Oxidation of SO2. So when you are talking about oxidation of SO2, friend, so this is, we can write here is the, you take the SO2, friend, and then you take O2. So it will give, that is SO3. Dear friend, it will be also use this reaction in contact process. Vanadium pentoxide, this is we have to take, student, catalyst. Okay. And if you want to valence, student, you take, that is 2 mole here. So this will be the 2 mole of sulfur trioxide. And other is what, student? This is sulfur dioxide. So this is oxidation. Here valency is 4, oxidation number 4, here is 6. Now, student, we want to write that is as a reducing agent. Okay. So this is the important properties, student, as a reducing agent, because this reaction gives for the testing of the sulfur dioxide. So next one is what, student? As a reducing agent. So student, how to do as a reducing agent, how to write the equation? If you talk about moist SO2 behave as a reducing agent, so this one, moist moist SO2 behave as a reducing agent. Behave as a reducing agent. Moist SO2 behave as a reducing agent as it convert, okay, as it convert what student, as it convert Fe3 plus to what student, Fe2 plus and Mn7 plus to Mn2 plus, and this is colorful, okay, colorful pink color, and this one is what student, Mn2 plus is colorless. Dear student, what we have to do in this one, we have to write the reaction for this. So as a reducing agent, Fe2 plus will convert into Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus, Mn7 plus to Mn, what student, Mn2 plus. Now student, when you are going to write the chemical equation, so what is there student, you see that is, it is there Fe2 plus is there, Fe2 plus, and it is Fe3 plus, sorry friend, Fe3 plus, and it is reacting with what student, it is reacting with SO2 and plus it will reacting with the water molecule 2H2O. So what it is undergoing reduction student, and it is giving 2 Fe2 plus. So see student, 3 plus to 2 plus, that is decrease, so that is reduction, and then SO4 2 minus plus it will give, that is 4H plus. Okay, now one more reaction you see student for permanganate. So if you are taking, that is 2 MnO4 minus, along with that if you are treating with the sulfur dioxide, okay, you take the, it is student, if you want to take a sulfur dioxide, take the 5 mole of sulfur dioxide plus you take, that is 2 mole of H2O. So if you are taking 2 mole of water, so it will give, that is, firstly it will give 2 mole of Mn2 plus 5 mole of SO4 2 minus plus 4H plus. Of this reaction student, this is colorless. Of MnO4, okay, so MnO4 decolorizes, it's explained that SO2 gas is present. So if here I am writing, if MnO4 minus decolorizes, then it confirms the presence of what gas student, presence of SO2 gas. Okay, so this was the also an important chemical properties. Okay, now student, when you are going for the structure and you just now left only 2 headings more, small, so that is when you are going to write the structure friends, so it is having the bent shape, and all is having, if you talk about, so structure, when you are going structure, so how to check student structure. So total number of valence electron in SO2 student is 18. So how to do student, 1 double bond O, and here is O. अब student total number of electron is 18. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And one more structure is possible student, where what we are going to do, the single bond will convert into double bond, and double bond into single bond O, and that is where double bond, that is 2 electron, and where single bond there is 6 electron to complete the octet. So it will be complete, 3 bond means 6 electron, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is the bent shape of the SO2. Bent shape of what student? Bent shape of SO2. Okay, this is the figure. Now student, the last heading of this SO2 compound is the uses. Usage is also important, student. You always try to read out from the NCERT book, because in the NEET exam, whether it is NEET exam or the JEE exam, the question is being asked from the usage also. So first one is, that is when you are talking about usage of SO2. So what are the uses, student? Usage number first is what? In the refining of petroleum and sugar. So in refining of what, student? In refining of what? Petroleum. In refining of petroleum and what, student? And sugar. Petroleum and sugar. And second number, when you are going, student, that is in bleaching of wool and silk. In bleaching of wool and what, student? This is silk. And third point, when you are going, student, third point, as an anti-core, disinfectant and preservative. As a anti-core, comma, disinfectant and preservatives. This is the use. Now fourth number, SO2 also act as a solvent for organic and inorganic chemicals. Fourth number is also there. It also act as a solvent for what, student? Solvent for what, student? It also act as a solvent for organic as well as, this is the organic and inorganic chemicals. So this was the, student, this was our full study for the sulfur dioxide. I hope this video will be helpful, student. When you are studying this, you try to watch on laptop. On mobile, when you are watching, this is difficult. You try, because already I am preparing in the recording in the mobile phone. So you try to watch it from the laptop. Okay, and then what you do, also open the NCERT book. Together you try to study, student. You will be able to understand. Thank you so much for watching, friends.